Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
This we will discuss today. Request of quotations. We'll discuss things now today, configuration and how we need to create the request for quotations. I'm just going to the configuration part. It is also similar to the P, how it can be. Like SPR, reference IMG, true material management purchasing. Request for quotation. And this request for quotations can be done in two ways. One you can do in the S/4HANA system and other one you can directly do in the Ariba. Ariba is one of the tools which can be purchased by the SAP, and now you have some part of integration. If business they want to create a request for quotations in the Ariba, then they can use Ariba also. We need to go further, define our document type. Here the sanity is ALAN. ALAN is a standard document type. Select this one, copy. And just to create FNN, RFQ again this one. Click on enter and save. We're done. And you can see this is item intervals. Generally the item intervals will be 10, 20 and 30. And if you see the number range intervals, this item interval is 10, 20, 30. And if you want 3, you can see it 1, 2, 3. And the number ranges you can maintain. You can make it as an internal number range or external number range. And you can see the field selections. As of now, I'll define the document type, which can be FN. Now we'll define the number ranges. Define number ranges. Click on the intervals. And you can see which intervals is empty. This sum intervals is empty. I can use this one. I'll make it as F. Select this one, click on enter and click on save. F and document type is created. Come back. And the next is go to define document types. What is that one? Click on enter. What is the document type here? Internal number ranges are fine. We need to maintain as a fund. Click on save. This is the number range definition is done. Then we need to define the screen layout. What is the importance of that screen layout? You can see all the details in one screen. Which field you want to make it as a mandatory or optional entry in the screens? That can be done by using the screen. The standard screen layout is A and EN. If you want, you can create a new screen called as something even different. There's no restriction about that one. F enum under click on Save. And I define. And once you select this one, click on the Go to Details and you can see which field you want to make it as a mandatory or optional entry that you can see it over here. This you can see it as mandatory. I'll make it save. And same thing you can assign to the document type. What is your document type? And this can be assigned to screen fields. What is the screen field? Then click on Save. Here's the configuration for this RFQ. Then we need to define the text. Go to Details. Here, if you want to details text, you want to define different copy rules. Now coming down. Here's something. ATMT. Select this one. Click on a copy as. Select the Enter button. And you maintain for something. Click on it at that level. It can be done at a level and define text at item class level. Here also you can define. Before the GSTN. Now I define the two texture over here. Then we will see once we creating the request. Now we will see how we need to create the RFQ. How we create the language and port memory 41. What is my document type? And what is the request for protection? Start data and data. I'm making as a this one. And what is our organization? D. Purchasing group. What is the point of that? Something. Something. These are the requests for protection. Start data and deadline data once you send the request for protection to the supplier. And what is the deadline to supply this material? Click on Enter. And you can select the material. What is the report for materialist M60? Land is for 1. Click on Execute. Control. Click on Enter. Enter and this is all. and enter how much partitions you require. And what is the delivery date? Delivery data always after the quotation deadline data. Select this item. Go to the sub-paradise. Now we select the quotation, and this quotation we need to send to the home supplier. Caves it. Parallelly, I'm creating and sending this to the supplier treaty 7-1. I'll maintain. And click on Save. Whatever the number we maintained. For that number, it got created. And now we'll try to save. Click on Enter. It's only turned. This too got created. Now I created the RFQs. Then what you need to do, if you want to change the RFQ, you can change it like me for 2. Any corrections, if you want to do, you can change it. I just wanted to show these details and what is a header data. Header data contains generally request when it is created, language, what is the internal and what is the particular quotation, deadline date. Here the text is there. Details an item. Here, whatever the text, you can write it here and you can go up and down. Whatever the text you want. This is how we can view the change RFQ. Next is this can be done at a display level. And this is about display RFQ. Here, just you have the display access for your RFQs, not change access. Now, once you've done all the RFQ creation is done, and you send RFQ quotations to the supplier. Now what supplier did? Supplier maintained the quotations and sent back to you. That quotation value you need to maintain in your system. Suppose, for example, per quantity, I'm maintaining as a total. This one. What is the condition? It is earned. I'm maintaining. Go up. Now RFQ got created and changed. For this quotation that is given, the value is if users are given to PC given. Come back and see. Now we have the vendors already maintain the quotation that we maintain in our quotations. Now we need to compare that quotation. How we compare MIM49? If you know the quotation number, you can maintain. If you know the material number, you can maintain. Or if you have the collective number, by that difference also you can compare the quotations. In my case, I don't know, like I forgot my vendors who are there, but I know the material for my needles and the material. This got maintained, check. Meanwhile, this one and include this, all those things and keep on it. It is asking. And there's a quotation number 12. Now you can see system automatically giving the ranking. The vendor who maintains a quotation value is 11 rupees. For me, he gave them in system given a rank as a first time of the rank. You can see other guys in secondary. Here depends on your list like which vendor you want to select and which vendor you want to reject. For example, you want to reject same product, different vendors. Now, generally what happens is the request reputations to the vendor. Vendor reputations too. That all details we are maintaining in the quotation. If you want to reject it, you can reject the indicator. Click on this. I know you want to upload this window. This one. Let this. Go to the item details. There is a update button is there. You just update it. Update with or without a plant. This is like how we are creating or maintaining the request for quotation. This is the way like how we create the quotations and how you change and maintain. And the company. Once it is done, like which tables, you can see the quotations. Flash and C16N. Coke. What is your document type? Keep on executing. Here automatically, you can see two quotations like the quotation number. This one, and when it is created, who created, what date and time it got. Created that already else. You can check in the request for quotations. There is a two tables for the request for quotations. You can check it here. Now you can see all the transactions we've done like a creation, change and display. And quotation, maintenance and quotation comparison. As of now, what we did, we create the quotation. But now we'll see, we create the quotation with reference to PR as well. Like how you can see me 41. Then again you can give the same details here. Just to maintain the quotation deadline and create the quotations with reference to the some already existing quotation. For that you need to create some quotations. How to create a PR? You need to create the P or how you type if you want. Anything is fine. Just type this one. Plant is plant is. Now I created a P. Our numbers 1 4 0 times 69. Four to 9. Next is Reference is already P. And then I have got a slip on the handle. I'm clicking on this reference to copy. Just remove. Click on Enter. On front we have 2 zeros. It's not working, but it should create a what we'll do is just plan. That's the one. Now it got created. Just select this button. Here what you're doing, you're creating the RFQ with reference to P. Here, you're not, especially not required to enter all the details here. What you're doing is you're creating the RFQ with reference to P. R, whatever it contains, like generally the PR contains. All details can be copied to the. All details can be flown to the. All details can be flown to the RFQ directly without having any intermediates. Select this instance. Click on the adapter. Click on. Click on Enter. Automatically, all the details will be copied over here if you select this. This cap is header details. This is the header details. You can see wherever the item material, short text and material. What is the potential deadline date and what is the delivery date? When is the delivery date? Delivery date always greater than the potential deadline date. This is the potential deadline date. After that only you need to make it at the delivery date after the potential deadline date. And you can see the header data. Just click on this, and if you want to see the item details, then you need to select this one. And if you want to see the additional data, you need to select this one. If you want to see the delivery address, generally, what is meant by delivery address? PR8, they should tell you, no plant address. Whatever the plant details is maintained in our configuration. Here we enter now that same details will be updated over here. And if you want to see the delivery schedule like when, what time, what date it can become, these details you can see in the delivery schedule. Hit this button. Click on the supplier. We need to assign the supplier over here. Just assign. Click on Save. One supplier is created and second supplier is we need to assign, and if you cancel, now two suppliers we maintain. This is how we can create the request for quotations with respect to the P, R. Same thing, you can also create a request for quotations with reference to RFQ also. You just to maintain the quotation deadline date. Click on a copy button and you enter one. If you know the number, you can directly enter. For the content and just concepts. Just keep on the button and you enter the RFQ details. Just copy and select this one. Select the adoption details. And just to maintain, go to header data. Already window, also it is copied. Once you create the request with quotations with reference to the RFQs, click on this. This is like how we can create the RFQs with reference to PR, with reference to RFQ also. We can create RFQs. 3 ways we can create. You can create the general RFQ. And with reference to RFQ, with reference to PR, and with reference to contract also, you can create the RFQ. Semiphone. Here you can see. With reference to RFQ, you can create. With reference to PR, you can create. With reference to outland agreement also, you can create the RFQ. These are the 4 ways you can create the RFQs. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.